Exposing infidelity online isn't about justice, it's about humiliation. In recent days, former NFL wide receiver Steve Smith Sr. has found himself at the center of a growing controversy, one that has quickly taken over social media. The scandal erupted when Tony Martinez, the husband of Nicole Martinez, publicly accused Smith of having an affair with his wife. Nicole, a member of the Baltimore Ravens marching Ravens, was allegedly involved in an inappropriate relationship with Smith, and Tony wasted no time in bringing receipts to the public. Martinez shared screenshots of explicit text messages and even a recorded phone call that he claims serve as proof of the affair. These revelations quickly spread across social media, turning what might have been a private dispute into a full-blown viral spectacle. The controversy has ignited heated discussions online, with some questioning the ethics of exposing personal matters publicly, while others debate the role of social media in holding public figures accountable. Regardless of where people stand, one thing is clear: this scandal is growing fast, and it raises critical questions about infidelity, privacy, and the power of social media to shape narratives. But what's the full story? Let's break it all down. The allegations. The controversy surrounding Steve Smith Sr. intensified when Tony Martinez publicly accused the former NFL wide receiver of engaging in an extramarital affair with his wife, Nicole Martinez. Nicole is a member of the Baltimore Ravens marching Ravens, the team's official marching band. Tony Martinez took to social media, specifically the platform X, formerly known as Twitter, to voice his allegations, sharing explicit content to substantiate his claims. In his posts, Martinez included screenshots of sexually explicit text messages purportedly exchanged between Smith and Nicole. These messages suggested a clandestine relationship between the two. Additionally, Martinez shared a recorded phone conversation in which he confronted a man he identified as Smith. During the call, when Martinez accused the individual of having relations with his wife, the man responded with a subdued, "I'm sorry," before the call abruptly ended. The authenticity of these materials has not been independently verified, and the original posts have since been deleted. The authenticity of these materials has not been independently verified, and the original posts have since been deleted. The situation has garnered significant attention, prompting discussions among fans, media personalities, and former athletes. Notably, ex-NFL players Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco Johnson addressed the matter on their Nightcap podcast. Sharpe, a longtime friend of Smith, emphasized that while Smith would need to address the situation within his own family, the primary responsibility lies between Tony Martinez and his wife. Johnson concurred, stating that Smith owed no loyalty to Martinez and that the issue should be resolved within the marriage. As of now, Steve Smith Sr. has not publicly commented on the allegations. The rapid dissemination of the story across social media platforms underscores the challenges public figures face in managing personal controversies in the digital age. Social media's impact. The Steve Smith Sr. controversy is a prime example of how quickly rumors and accusations can spread in the digital age. Within hours of Tony Martinez posting his claims, social media platforms like Twitter X, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with reactions, memes, and heated debates. What may have once been a private marital dispute has now turned into a viral spectacle, with thousands of people forming opinions based solely on screenshots and a phone call recording without any independent verification. One of the biggest consequences of sharing private matters publicly is the irreversible damage it can cause to all parties involved. Reputations can be destroyed in an instant, regardless of whether the allegations are true. For Steve Smith, a former NFL star turned analyst, this situation could impact his public image, future business opportunities, and even personal relationships. Meanwhile, Tony Martinez and his wife, Nicole, are now the center of online scrutiny, with their private marital issues exposed for the world to judge. This raises an important ethical question. Is it right to air personal grievances so publicly? While some argue that social media gives people a platform to hold public figures accountable, others see it as a modern-day witch hunt, where allegations can go viral before any fact-checking or due process occurs. The reality is that once a story gains traction, it takes on a life of its own. And even if proven false, the damage is often already done. The ethics of posting unverified information is a growing concern in the digital era. Without concrete proof or legal confirmation, stories like this can mislead the public, fuel unnecessary drama, and cause harm to innocent individuals. In the rush to expose wrongdoing, context, nuance, and truth often take a back seat to sensationalism and engagement metrics. At the end of the day, this controversy is about more than just Steve Smith Sr. It's a reminder of how social media can turn personal matters into global conversations overnight, for better or worse, relationship dynamics. In controversies like the Steve Smith Sr. affair allegations, the public focus often shifts toward the alleged other person, rather than the spouse involved in the relationship. In this case, much of the backlash has been directed at Steve Smith, while less attention is placed on Nicole Martinez and her role in the situation. This raises an important question. Why does society often hold the third party more accountable than the individuals within the marriage? While it's easy to point fingers at the outsider, the reality is that infidelity, if proven, is ultimately a breakdown within the relationship itself. Marital problems don't start with a third party, they begin with issues between the two people who made a commitment to each other. That's why experts often stress the importance of addressing problems within the marriage first, rather than immediately blaming an external factor. This leads to the broader discussion of marital vows and personal responsibility. In a committed relationship, trust, honesty, and loyalty are the foundation. If one partner strays, the responsibility lies not only with the person they were involved with, but first and foremost with the individual who made the commitment to their spouse. This doesn't absolve the alleged third party from ethical considerations, but it does shift the conversation towards self-accountability and relationship integrity. In this case, Tony Martinez's decision to publicly expose the alleged affair suggests deeper, unresolved marital struggles. Public shaming may offer temporary validation, but does it truly solve the underlying issues? Would a private discussion, counseling, or legal action have been a better approach? These are the questions that many are now debating in response to this situation. At its core, this controversy serves as a reminder that relationships require continuous effort, communication, and trust. And when problems arise, the focus should be on fixing what's broken at home before looking outward for blame. Conclusion: the Steve Smith Sr. controversy has sparked intense discussions about privacy, social media, and relationships. From the rapid spread of unverified allegations to the public scrutiny of personal matters, this situation highlights how easily private issues can become public spectacles in the digital age. It also raises ethical questions about accountability. Should the focus be on the alleged third party, or should more attention be placed on addressing problems within the marriage itself? This is a reminder that not everything we see online is the full story. Social media thrives on sensationalism, but it's up to us to think critically before accepting rumors as truth. Jumping to conclusions without all the facts can cause unnecessary harm, not just to public figures, but to real people and relationships. At the end of the day, handling personal issues privately, through open communication, and, when necessary, professional help, remains the best way to resolve conflicts. Airing grievances online may feel satisfying in the moment, but once something goes viral, it's nearly impossible to take back. What do you think? Should personal matters like this stay behind closed doors, or does social media have a role in exposing infidelity? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, stay tuned for more updates on the latest trending stories.